G'day and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles and the bustling city of StitchFall. It's a bustling kingdom really, isn't it? Not really a city. Yes, so in episode 13, so this is episode 14, but in episode 13 we completed the goal of walling in the city. So very basic walls at the moment, some over water, sitting on the piers, which is really cool. And we have a gate here to the west. We have a northeastern gate up here. We have the ports in the west, and then we have a gate in the southwest. We don't have any gates down here in the direct south, but I don't think we need any either at the moment, unless we have some port operations. So I think the amount of gates we've got is pretty good at the moment. I like there's a gate going off to the peninsula here in the southeast, and the northeast up here there's a gate going off there, and both those areas have farming and mining. And then we've got this lovely little bit in the forest area, direct on the west. So we did that. We're going to let our we've got our stone supplies going up. So we'll be definitely be taking care of some of the new walls. I need to work out how high I want the walls, and we'll work out which part of the fortifications we want to increase first. So maybe I'll just get some building going here, waiting for of course another attack. So we definitely want. I'll just work out how high I want these. So if my gates are going to be sort of here, let me just go up. I'll just put 3 and there, so they should be 3 high, and then we can work out exactly high. I like to have a little fortification on the gates as well, so we can see how that goes. Yeah, and we can work out exactly how high we want these walls. And we're going to put some moats in as well, which is going to be nice. So yeah, there's lots to do. We've got the happiness of 80. Yeah, the houses are looking pretty good. I've got gold happening pretty nicely. 500 people in this kingdom of StitchFall at the moment. And if we go down here and have a look, it's snowing again, but we might just pop another festival on. 50 gold gone. And Sam Torno's working the town square, so he's going to bring us another festival, so that's pretty good. Might increase a few of these houses from yellow to green. We'll see how that goes, although that's not an ultimate goal at the moment. Yeah, let's see the builders if they're putting these walls up. Now, is there a forester here? There is. I wonder if I just clear these trees out. It's going to clear the trees, and I wonder if maybe the walls will stop the forester from planting them there. I'm hoping that that is the case. And we'll see how the walls go. We'll start making some decisions on default wall heights. We'll also need to relocate this road and put a drawbridge in at the gate. So we'll have drawbridges and bridges, and yeah, we'll see how all that goes along. Okay. Now if I go to castle here, can I put? Let me just see. Can I put wood on top? Castle wood. No, I can't put wood on top of stone. That's alright. Just thought I'd check that. Right, we'll put another one here. So that's putting an extra one, so we total of 2. That'll be a total of 3. So I think by default I want my height to be 3 high and 4 as the towers. So that's what I'm thinking it might be. If I look at this, that's 1, 2, 3. Let me have a look at what the ballistas are at the moment, because they're quite high. They're not actually that high, but I don't want ridiculously high walls that look unrealistic. And don't forget, this is a really big kingdom. We have to get this all around. That's our next goal, is to get these heights everywhere. So let's see. So that lines up with the gate nicely, does it? So that would be 3 there. And then is that 1, 2, 3 there? So that'd be 4 on that one. Yeah, so we've got 3, and then this would be 4. So it'd be there. Yeah, because if you have a look at the archway, bring it to there. Let's see how this goes. Got the trees right up against the wall there, which, you know, we're going to have a moat right up against the wall anyway, so we'll see how that all cracks along. But yeah, let's... don't know what happened there. Alright, let's have a look how this goes. Nothing say eventually we couldn't have some wooden walls on an outer, sort of surrounding it outside. Do I want to put some... going to train 10 soldiers, which means we might have jobs unfulfilled by 10 people, but we'll see how that goes along. So this is my little test area here. See how it goes. We might put another forester. The foresters there. Actually, what I might just do is go industry, forester, and put one here. He'll take care of those trees, and then we get rid of this one. That's pretty good. And then eventually we'll need to reroute this road and have the moat. Actually, if we go maritime, industry, food, castle. So if I go castle, I can go moat, 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 moat. And then I can see about the double width mode as well. Okay, so we're starting to see now how these castle walls are going to look. And I think that's pretty good. I think they're all pretty sort of... I think that's nice because the archway and the regular walls match up perfectly. Do they? Yeah, they do. And then we've got one higher for the turrets. So I think that is exactly what we're looking at. And that way, at least, the walls and the trees are, I think, within a good sort of height of each other. So, okay, it's going to be a lot of building, but we can just continue to build those walls. So I think got to make sure I don't do too much building. Oh, Vikings invading. Okay, let's have a look and see. So we've got Vikings invading, and they are coming in from the south at the moment. Ships are, is it from the direct south? Yeah. So we will get the army, and I'll get him to route himself to here at this point. And we'll get this army, and we'll get him to route himself to this point. So the two armies are heading in, the large army and the smaller army are heading into relative central points. These guys are going to come in at that southern forest. This is a big, oh Jesus, this is huge. Okay, so we have 3 ships with ogres and 1, 2, 3, 4 ships. So 7 ships, 4 ships with armies, 3 with ogres. We also don't have much weaponry to attack these, so we're going to have to start building that up. But yeah, this is going to be quite interesting. We'll see where these guys come in. These Vikings, where are they going to get in? I think they're going to land up here on this side. Keen to see if these guys land on the western side. I'll let the ogre get taken care of, but at the moment I'm going to move the army up to the western gate, because it's only those 2 ogres or trolls that are attacking the walls. Everyone else is landing on the western peninsula. So let's get this army up there as well. Both armies moving together, is it? Vikings have landed. One looks like he's even sailing off. Wow. Okay, so these guys are just knocking down walls. We've got one army heading into the gate. We've got another one. Where's his army? Oh yeah, is that them there? No. We've got one army heading through the forest. I've lost 2 armies. Okay. They're not going to cross the water, are they? They're going to cross the shallow water and get in here. Okay, so let's go here to here. Okay, cool. Oh no, yep. Okay, the small army's now moving to have a look at these guys. So I've got to be careful. I lost track of one of the Viking armies. And... All right, now they really need to. I need to get I need to get my armies to cross the paths of the Vikings. Okay. Right. Wow, I kind of can't see what's happening here. We've lost houses, mansions. Gee, getting the armies to fight within townships is interesting. You've really got to get them to fight out on a battlefield. And I don't know what's happened here. Have they killed all the Vikings? Have the Vikings made off? Got one boat. I can't tell if we fought them. I have a feeling we did fight them and defeat them. Let's have a look here. Fires claimed a manor, Ogles claimed a lot of castle blocks. Wow. Okay, cool. So we got a bit of death and destruction happening. Okay. All right, we've got a bit of building to happen, so maybe we can just move. Let's move the large army, Smeagol's army, to his default position. And we'll move these guys back to there. And now we can start rebuilding some of this. So, rubble. Now this is the rubble of the walls. I suppose what would have happened is if the walls had been triple height, it would have taken a while, and plus when we got archer towers and ballistas, none of this would have happened. So we might just go to castle, and we'll start to put in some of these again, and we will get in archer towers and then ballistas at a few points. So that's pretty good. We'll put an extra one in there, and I'm going to have to work out exactly where I want to put these archer towers and ballistas, so we can get a few tall points going. Right. What else? We got the manors. We've got a lot of homeless people happening. Yep, we've got heaps of homeless people happening now. So we're going to have a manor. There's 4. There's another 2 manors. So we've got to build 3 manors. So we should have lost housing for... let's go to town. We should have lost housing for 75 people, which is quite a bit in a population of 500. 500? Yeah. That's big. That's a really big amount. Okay, cool. In fact, we're going to build lots of houses there. Just chopping them away, and we might just start to okay. So we should have lots of people building these walls. Okay, let's see. Yeah, lots of homeless people. That's just going to do my head in just for a little minute. Let's get rid of that for the moment. We can see what's happening. So I think we lost 3 manors and a whole lot of walls, and that was about it. These people, what are they doing? They're outside. They're building in the shallows, walking through the shallows to build it. Okay, I might just speed her up here while we get through this building period. Check what these guys have to say. Good day. Miserable. We can make sure they're at least fed. And too long store harvest. Paths to the granary would help. Parts of the granary are already pretty good. We just need to make sure that these ones here are stone as well. So that's what he's saying. Okay, I think we can just... Let's just wait until these are built. I think some of these walls are almost finished now, and we'll start to fortify them. Now, I want to get them at the right height before we before we put the fortifications on. So, castle. To get it up to the right height. Okay. Still a lot of homeless people? Yep, still building those manors. And I have put an extra manor in there as well. Should increase our beds. 481 people, 426 beds, but we're about to get 100 beds. So that'll get us up to 520 of those. And I've quickly realised as well that an army is not easy to manoeuvre. Not easy to try and work out where to intersect the Vikings, and you've really got to, when you find out where the Vikings are, you've got to get them at the point where you think they're going to attack. Now, I thought they would get into the west gate. They knocked down walls just here and got in there. So it is interesting. I think they've stitched us right up, but we'll have to see how that goes. Do you know what? I'm just going to throw down one more manor, and hopefully this isn't a strategic error. I've put down another. So coming before that battle, we've now increased by 50 people. So let's see if that was a bit of an error of mine. Those houses are coming online. Let's see here. Going to go to speed 3 while we get these walls up, because I need to get them built. So the gates, the castle, so it was there, and there was one above that. So if we look at the height of these guys, need the walls to be 1, 2, so that's 1, so this would be 2, hang on. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. We're on speed 3. Is that the big army out there? Yeah. And the little army's here. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll get the little army to go here and pick up some more troops, and that should increase. So we should have 2 relatively big armies now. Yep, there we go. And these guys are still making... Let's get him to make 10 more. Okay, just go back to speed 1. All right, so the walls. So there's our height. So we've got 1. This is with 1. This is with 2. So if we go castle, and it's going to be 3. Yeah, 1, 2. So we're going to have 1, 2. So that'd be 3, and this will be should be the 4th. So that means, here we go, this should be 1, this is 2, this will be 3 and 4. So 4 is what we want. And over here it would be 1. Not really going to know what it is. So that's 1, 2, 3, and this will be 4. 1, 2. Dragon sighted. Let's have a look. Okay, so here's a lovely dragon. And we'll see how this goes. The dragon attack is coming from the direct north over our future expansion island. And look at him, he's looking around. There he is. He's thinking it through. I like how he comes in looking around, just thinking, what am I looking at? What do I want to attack? He really is lining up with the west side of the residential west side of our kingdom, and so we could lose a few more houses here. A ballista's just gotten into him though. He's over the Great Northern Forest at the moment, and he's slowed right down. In fact, he stopped there as the archers are getting into him, and ballista's also having a go. The archer towers are missing him, but the ballista is getting him, which is nice. That proves that having that at a nice height is pretty good. Here he goes. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to... I don't think he's a big... There he is. I think he's about to get it. Yep. And he's dead. Didn't make it past the forest. So that's having these guys at this lovely height of 4. So that's nice. And and we'll see what height we're going to get some of these towers to be. So if I go castle, and that's 4. Gee, I really can't work out what's what. Okay, let's have a look here. That's the correct height of our towers, so we may as well get some fortifications on here. So we'll go Archer Tower. It should be Archer Tower, yep. And that's at 4, so that's a nice high Archer Tower. So he's pretty good. And if we go Castle, we can get some more wall bits going on. Alright, so we can start to see what's what. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because this is going to be a funny way to do it, because I'm going to struggle a bit with symmetry and heights, and really I've got to measure from a gate, and I don't have a gate everywhere, so this is I don't want to do things the wrong height and stuff. Okay, we're going to start to delete a few of these. They can go, and on top of this one we'll put in a Archer Tower. So we'll go, hang on, is he the right height? Yeah, he is. I thought I was going to have a ballista at the same height. So is that ballista there at the same height? These ballista towers are higher. But that's a good height. I don't think we need any higher than that for the moment. Yeah, it'll be too high otherwise. Okay, cool. So if we go Archer Tower, it goes into here, and Ballista Tower goes into here. So there's 2 Archer Towers nice and close and a Ballista on the corner, so that works out nicely. So that's a good sort of defense for there. If we get an attack from here, we're in a bit of trouble. So we can start to build these ones up next. So castle block. So we're 1. So it'll be 2, 3, 4. And then he can't go any higher than that. We need surrounding blocks of similar height. So these are the limits. Yep, okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. So this is going to be 1. So that's going to be 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks. And these are going to be here and here and here and here. So that should be 3 and then 4. And then here it should be could be there. Yeah, it could be both of those actually. So that's good. We've got a bit of building going on there. I think we're going to take a bit of time to get out to here because there's no road that goes anywhere near it. That's going to be quite difficult for them to build actually. Alright, so we got some defences happening here nicely. We need some defences in here. Plague has hit us again. Not again. Right. And how many blocks have we got left? Yeah, we are going to start a stone shortage again soon. So that should fix it up there nicely. We'll do that at some other point. These guys are going to be here, 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 and here. Those guys are coming along. And the stone really is running out. So that should be the height we want there, because that's 1, and I've just put 2 more on. 17 people died of plague. What's happening with the hospitals? We got hospitals. We have 2 hospitals. no one is available to work there. I've got 551 beds and 530 people there. Oh, I've trained too many. I think I've trained too many soldiers. So let me just increase the beds again. In fact, no, what we might do is go job priority and we'll put the hospital workers. Where are they? Doctors, are they? Doctors, they're at 14. We'll drop them up to under 10 so they can be up here. So in 9, spot 9 on the priority list. Let's get rid of a few of these. Is that a forester? Yeah, he is. So he can go, and we'll put a forester outside. As a forester, no, we've got plenty of wood there. So I'm just going to get rid of that forester, and he might explain why we've got so many, pieces of wood being replanted. Well, this episode we had a devastating attack from the Vikings, and that didn't work out too well at all. We might put some tiny wooden fortifications out here and outpost fortifications, but on the mainland. Instead of having them here, I might have them sort of here. And then I might have a nice little moat situation happening as well. But yeah, they just got right into that. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And don't forget to leave a comment, hit the like, all that sort of stuff. And we will see you in the next episode of Kingdoms and Castles. Cheers.